What's going on? So this is gonna be about, is New York State considering legalizing prostitution? What's my take? It makes sense from the standpoint they're legalizing gambling, and let me explain something. They do what they want to do. I mean, um, it's been the second oldest profession, and went on with gambling and everything. But what's going to be the interesting thing about it is New York State does that. Other states and places follow suit with prostitution. Of course, you got legalized gambling. Well, then marijuana is becoming. So, what's going to exactly be the criteria for incarceration? Because you're eliminating the process of different things that would be considered offenses. So, what do you do now? How do you work this business out? But then again, if New York does this, it wouldn't be shocking or surprising because they let one of the biggest tricks of all get to D.C. and Donald Trump. So would that really be a surprise or a shock? I don't think so. I've always said like marijuana should be legalized. Pharmaceutical drugs are everywhere. So what's your really charge with that? And of course, if you're selling it, but mainly people doing stuff recreational, with your proof. Prostitution. The thing about it is usually when they don't know that this is good for business and they want to get cut in on it, and they've always known who the pimps and the push who that was, because they're the biggest ones themselves. Them senators and all, they get down with it. Think about this. If you're of a certain age in the time pitch, you know about the happy hooker goes to D.C. and all that. Lynn Redgrave. So this ain't nothing new. They've been turning tricks on people's heads forever. And since slavery, stuff been going down too. So this ain't nothing new. So it all depends on which way you're coming out with this. Would it stop some diseases? Would it change certain things, behaviors? I don't know. It's hard to say, But it's been going on. Uh, they've got their laws. So how would that affect it? What's going on with that? There's so many unanswered questions with that. But I do think it all ties into the gambling and different things. There's always more to it than meets the eye, and it isn't as simplified as just saying it. It doesn't paint a good picture on society if that happens. However, one thing about this country, they about that dollar, and they'll do anything to do that dollar. But again, will it change laws? What will that become of the people that will partake in all that? So New York State does legalize prostitution. What will that mean for the other aspects of it and how that all ties in gambling and joy houses, and then also, what other things will they legalize? What all will that go on? How many states will get down? Because eventually all these places are going to get down on something that will be government approved. So who are they catering to, and who's the pimp behind the pimp? That's what it comes down to. All right, but you let me know what you think about New York considering legalizing prostitution and how it ties into gambling and different other aspects, the sports betting and the legalization of marijuana. What does all this mean in the big picture? Feel free to hit that subscribe, hit that like button when the bell rings. That's a new video. Peace.